like that hair? YouTube, what's going on? There, lack of hair. YouTube, BigH Trucking. Trying to back into my spot here where I'm gonna remain for the next 12 hours. I don't know. I'll make that determination. I've got a load going to Pennsylvania. Doesn't have to be there till Monday, and I'm already over halfway there. But I'm going to leave out tonight because I missed my night driving. Day driving is just, I can't stand it anymore. It's just a different breed of people driving the days. So you get used to doing something. You want to kind of keep in sync. But anyway, the load wasn't ready. It was supposed to be ready at midnight to 3 a.m. It wasn't ready till 6 o'clock. So whatever. So I left there, the 01 in St. Joseph, Missouri, at about 6:30. I got on the road finally. So I went 412 miles of the 815 miles to the 90. Shut my blinkers off here. For some reason, I have blinkers on. 4 ways anyway. So again, I got a lot of time on this load. I'm gonna go out tonight. I don't have to go out tonight, but I'm gonna go out tonight. Drive it out. Get through Indianapolis, because Indianapolis, any time in a week or weekend, is a complete disaster. So I'm gonna get through that and find a place somewhere in 79 and camp out there tomorrow and pretty much all day Sunday, and leave out early morning Monday because my load doesn't deliver till 7:30. Of course, I'll get there earlier than that, but we got all the time. This way I can do my laundry, relax, take a breath, clean my truck out. And if anybody's been down to Laredo, Texas, the new prime yard that we share with the cold storage, it is a complete nightmare down there, and I'm sure you guys can relate to it. But there's also, up in the corner, there's a washout. There's one guy, but you can put 3 trucks back there, and it's busy all day and all night long. I mean, I was watching, I think they were still washing out trailers at 10 o'clock at night, but that's irrelevant. The problem down there is that there's not a lot of trailers for us drivers. There's a lot of trailers on the yard, but like Pittston and Salt Lake City and Missouri, they're pretty much all broken. They're red tagged. So I needed a trailer. You can't get a trailer or ask or request a trailer without having a pre-plan. So finally got the pre-plan, and I had to go pick it up at say 16:30. So I went in as soon as I got the pre-plan, I went in and said, I'm requesting a trailer. You've got one. At this point in time, I didn't realize that there were no trailers available. When I did my walk around, I tried to do a daily walk, I noticed there was a ton of trailers. Didn't realize a lot of them had red tags on them. But with that being said, he said we don't have any trailers available, no empties except that one that's being worked on, and that one was a Priz, whatever the numbers were, which means intermodal for prime. He's like, you can have that one when it's done being fixed. I'm like, no. I said, we don't carry as an OTR gut driver. We don't take the intermodal trailers. They're too heavy, and we'll be overweight and whatever. So he's like, I can't help you. I said, unless something comes in the next few hours, we'll put you on a list. Put me on a list. Went back to the fleet manager, sent them a message, and there's no available trailers. Please advise. And he's like, well, just keep us posted. Once you get one, let us know. And if we have to kind of let the shipper know that you're not going to be there on time, please give us a heads up, of course. So finally come up, I get a call I guess fleet manager talked to sales, whatever. Somehow magically the trailer appeared out of nowhere. So I went to go pick it up, and it was clean, the fuel full of fuel. It was an hour and a half before I had to be at the place. I was only 3 miles away from the 01, so it was not a big deal. So I go to do my pre-trip, and it started up and it stalled. Like, oh, okay. Tried it, it recycled itself. This time, it didn't even go for the first crank. It just completely shut dead. Alarm bells going off. Something to do with the computer board and something else. So I go back to the office and I said, the trailer that was just dropped off is not starting up. He's like, are you sure? I go, yep, I'm sure. He goes, well, according to the sheet, when they come in, because you got to do an inspection, when you go down to that place in Laredo, you got to do an inspection, they clear it, they give you a printout, and then you bring it to wherever you got to go, for the most part. Because every time I've been down there, my load has gone over the border to Mexico. He goes, it checks out good. I said, well, you know, if you don't believe me, you can follow me up there and we can try it. I said, I tried it twice. I said, it doesn't want to start. Completely dead. So he's like, all right, let me see what's going on. As we were talking, another Prime truck comes up. Empty. He goes, this one's yours. So he told the guy, just pull up, drop the trailer, and get out. So I guess the guy didn't understand anything, so him and his trainee decided to pull it around and started practicing backing. I told the guy, I said, listen, I've got to be somewhere within an hour. Can you just drop the trailer? Oh, and by the way, is it cleaned out? No, it's not cleaned out. And so I said, why wouldn't you clean it out? He goes, well, there's a wash bay right up. I said, I know there's a wash bay there, but isn't it your responsibility to bring back a clean trailer for the next person to take? And he simply walked away and continued to watch her back, which was a catastrophe in itself on that one. I mean, Prime has got to do something about, there's got to be some sort of penalty for bringing back. It's unexcusable that you have to bring back to a terminal a dirty trailer. So now it's my responsibility to grab that trailer, to then now deal with the place is a cluster bomb. People coming in, people going out, horns going off to try to back into the corner at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. But you got to do. You can't go to this customer with a dirty trailer, otherwise they'll reject you. So now I have to go get this trailer washed out, when he and his trainee could have shown this is proper etiquette. When you come back to a terminal, you make sure it's full of fuel, and at least more. I don't care about the fuel. I'm more concerned about it being cleaned out. So I told the guy, I said, you just inconvenienced me. Not only you not listen to what he said, because I was standing there telling you to drop the trailer so I can take it, but now you went around and you are practicing backing, knowing that you were supposed to drop this trailer right there and then. And then on top of that, let's forgive that, because I get it, you're training somebody. You bring him back, you're showing your trainee horrible skills. So now this is going to keep snowballing. So this is why majority of the trailers that come back to Prime are dirty, because the trainers are too lazy to get them washed out. Meanwhile, every terminal that I've ever been to has got washout bays. And, you know, I just can't believe, like, he just turned his back to me and just walked away after I said, why didn't you wash it out? And then told me where the washout bay was. If you knew where the washout bay was, why wouldn't you stop and pull over and back into it, open your doors and have it washed out? You know, there has to be a penalty. So I say the penalty should be the cost of a washout in that general area, $40, $50. and it will be coming out of your check. This has to stop. Every time I go to a terminal, 99% of the time when I have to exchange or pick up a trailer, it's always dirty. Always dirty. Very rarely do I get a clean trailer. The trailer before was cleaned. The guy did the right thing. But unfortunately, it was broken. But again, I mean, guys, anybody who watches this, whether you work for Prime, or coming to Prime, or you're going to another carrier, can you at least bring back a clean trailer so the next person doesn't have to deal with it? Because in my case, I ended up being late to the 01, but there was no ramifications because it was not my fault. There were no trailers on the yard, and it had to be the customer requested. It said in bold print, the trailer must be cleaned, otherwise it would be rejected. Because I'm carrying produce or meats, whatever it may be. I'm not carrying, bookcases and clothes where, you can have splinters of pallets on the floor, no big deal. When you're carrying food, you don't want contaminants. So that's my gripe for Friday. Other than that, I'm happy to be healthy. Making money, not as much as I would like, but it's never enough. There's only been a week out on the road, a week and a few days, and I'm at Love's. It looks like it's new Love's. It's one thing I like about Love's, it's clean. The parking lots are not completely destroyed yet, and the garbage, I think somebody does come by and remove the garbage from the back of the trailers here. I mean, the back of the grassy area, excuse me. So commend Love's for keeping it clean. Getting decent food. There's a Hardee's. I'm hoping to find my salad. I've been looking for my garden salad at Love's for the last week. None to be found. I guess Midwest, they don't have salads. Maybe an East Coast thing, I'm not sure. But other than that, we keep rolling. And that's my message for today. Guys, if you're going to work for a carrier, whether it's a small one, a big one, medium-sized one, and you have to drop a trailer off, can you at least please do the right thing? I know listen, I'm the first guy to say I hate waiting on washout lines. It sucks. But if you choose reefer, those are part of the game. I hate it, but I do it. I never ever have left a dirty trailer on any terminal, at any terminal in my 3 years I've been driving for Prime. Never. So please, it really, it's not like you have to do it. All you got to do is pull in line, put the air brakes on, then as the trucks move up, you then engage the air brake, put it in drive or first or third, or if you're driving a manual, and creep up, put your air brakes on. I mean, how hard is that? You're not breaking a sweat, I promise you that. Help your colleagues out. This way, the next person that grabs the trailer can just keep going without stressing about having to get a washout. Anyway, it's enough. Not that anybody's going to listen and do it, but I figured, hey, let me vent to the YouTube crowd. Because there's nothing else to talk about. I mean, what else is there to talk about? It's boring. I mean, driving a truck is uneventful. It's unless you're in Wyoming where you got to contend with winds and icy roads. For the most part, trucking is boring, folks. So, why not vent to the world and complain a little bit? But it's not, it's a legit complaint because dirty trailers suck. Period, the end. So let's try to shape up. Act as if it was your own business, because as an independent contractor, it is your own business. Let's say, to start your day correctly, make your bed every day. It sets a standard. It sets how the dominoes are going to stand up during the course of the day. Anyway, I'm going to shut up. I want you to have a great day, good weekend. As I always say, make good decisions. Please make good decisions. Think about the next person in line. Until the next one, stay safe. Peace out.